Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IndieZone. My name is Kathy. From time to time on our community page, we run surveys asking our viewers here on our YouTube channel and our listeners on our podcast to provide their feedback, their thoughts, their comments on a wide variety of topics, just as the First Amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees freedom of religion, of speech, of the press, of the people to assemble peacefully, and to petition the government with grievances when they feel that things are not running as they should. This current survey, however, focuses on another amendment to the U.S. Constitution, specifically the 14th Amendment at Section 1, the Due Process Clause. You've seen the 14th Amendment cited to in multiple documents in Idaho versus Kohberger during the time that case was active up until its closure in July of 2025. And the 14th Amendment provides many privileges and rights to citizens. It was passed in 1868. It is the amendment to the Constitution that gave full citizenship to the former slaves. The 14th Amendment also guarantees equal protection under the laws. It made the Bill of Rights applicable to the states. That Bill of Rights, when it was first enacted at the start of our country, as demanded by the 13 original colonies that became the 13 original states, only applied to the federal government. It was the 14th Amendment that made these freedoms, such as appears at the top of the list in the Bill of Rights, that First Amendment, now applicable to the states. The survey that we asked, and it's still live, it is available for you to take. And if you haven't taken it, I suggest that perhaps you stop this video, come back to it later, go and take the poll. Make yourself heard. Get involved in the conversation, as we do here, pursuant to that First Amendment, wherever you reside globally. Our survey asked, according to the 14th Amendment Due Process Clause, a defendant is entitled to an impartial judge/jury. Do you feel Mr. Kohberger had an impartial judge/jury? And the poll then cited to Idaho versus Kohberger and two amendments to the United States Constitution, the First and the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment Due Process Clause is where the right and the requirement of any defendant in any proceeding in the United States is entitled to three things before the government can take away anyone's property, liberty, or life in a capital case, as this was. Notice of what the person's being charged with, an opportunity to be heard before judgment is then initiated, and a fair and impartial, unbiased judge and jury, if the jury trial would have happened in this case. It was, of course, canceled when Mr. Kohberger pled guilty. We've run multiple surveys since we instituted this YouTube channel. Again, if you have not yet taken the survey, please pause this, go take the survey, and come back. Here's the results so far. 4% responded, yes, I feel Mr. Kohberger had an impartial judge/jury. 96% said, no, I do not feel Mr. Kohberger had an impartial judge/jury. And there are approximately 15 as of this time comments here that people have left. Please read them, respond to them, keep the conversation going. And until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.